We are on page 7 of our linear functions booklet. Please write down 8 questions that you have over this page at the top of your booklet. We have different forms of linear equations. Y equals mx plus b, that is our slope-intercept form. Ax plus by equals c, that's our general form, that's also known as our standard form. And then we have y minus y1 equals m parentheses x minus x1. That's our point slope form. Graph the following functions in the calculator. Label the first equation I of x, the second equation g of x, and the third equation p of x. Our first equation is called y equals 2x minus 4. So let's go ahead and open up our calculator, go to graph, and where it says f1 of x, we can say that that's y in this case. We're going to type in 2x minus 4, and then enter. This is what your line should look like. So we'll graph that here. Here's our starting point at the y-intercept. Y is -4 and x is 0. We just do up 2, right 1, up 2, right 1. Our slope is 2. So we rise 2, we run 1. We'll go ahead and call this one I of x. Okay, to graph the next one, go to our graph, menu, graph entry edit, go to relation. And that is because it's not in the y equals form. So we want to type in 5x plus 3y equals 1. And then press enter. Here's our other graph. So we'll go ahead and graph this one. I'll call this g of x. And the last one, p of x, we have in the point slope form. Y minus 2 equals 0.5 times x minus 8. We know our slope's going to be 0.5. That's 1 over 2. So we'll go ahead and graph that one. So graph entry edit, go to relation, type this in. We have y minus 2 equals 0.5 parentheses x minus 8 close parentheses, and then enter. If we look closely at this one, we notice that it crosses the x-axis right here at 4, 0. It crosses the y-axis at 0, -2. We'll go ahead and plot those 2 points on our paper. If you look at this, we are going up 2 and to the right 4. So up 2, right 4. Or down 2, left 4. Down 2, left 4. And then we'll connect the points. And we'll call this one P of x. Now to see where you can find your intersections, where they all cross, go to Menu, Analyze Graph, for intersection. Let's see where these two meet. Okay. Looks like I of x and g of x intersect at 1.08, comma negative 1.46. Let's go ahead and move on. Graph the following. Y is greater than 1/4 x plus 2. Go ahead and we could graph this by hand. Let's identify our slope and our starting point. Our slope m is 1/4, so we rise 1, we run 4. Our y-intercept, our starting point, would be at 0, 2. So we'll find 0, 2 on our graph and plot that point. We're going to go up 1, right 4. Up 1, right 4. We can also go down 1, left 4. Once you've plotted a few points, go ahead and connect them. So that's graphing the following. Now, the greater than symbol does not have a line underneath, so this line is not part of this. So instead of having a solid line, we're going to have a dashed line. Now we need to determine which side we're going to shade. That's where our test points come in. So to do that, we'll just choose a point that is not on the dashed line. Let's go ahead and choose 0, 0 because that's an easy one to look at. We're going to see if it's true or false. So, is 0 greater than 1/4 times 0 plus 2? Is 0 greater than 2? No, that's false. So the side you will shade is not this side. It will be this side instead. Okay, after we've shaded in the top part, that is our solution. Now this next one, 3x plus 2y is less than or equal to 1, we're going to have a solid line because there is a line underneath the inequality symbol. Here's how you would put inequality into the calculator. Let's go ahead and clear this stuff out. Control menu, delete all, yes. Let's go to menu, graph entry edit, go to relation. So we're going to type in 3x plus 2y, control equal sign, find the less than or equal to symbol, 1, and then enter. Notice it already has the correct side shaded for you, and it has the solid line. So if we put that on our paper, it will look like this. If we were to do this by hand, we could just choose a test points that's not on the solid line, such as -2, 0, or we could choose something on the other side, 2, 0. At the bottom, go ahead and write your summary about this page.